Good morning. This has been Number Was coming to you from everywhere yet nowhere. So this next video I dedicate to my brother Brock, my cousin Alex, and my other cousin Carmelo, Carmen, and my cousins, Ida, Denise, Enrique, Carmen, Lisa, you know, Marta, may she rest in peace. Nati, my aunt, and all those who are still here on earth, and those who have left. Amen. May God keep you safe on to the next time we see each other. Because it's going to be soon. Motherfuckers are running around losing their jobs uh, simply because what's going on here, people don't understand is that the reason why all these immigrants are being brought here is no one caught the game. When the unions 2 years ago started asking for more money, they slowly but surely started bringing these migrants in here. Or have you forgotten that a couple of years ago during the Afghan war and the Iraq war that we were bringing in the Palestinians here? It's what people don't understand is that what's going on is the displacement of people simply because the greedy motherfuckers want their land to build condominiums. That's what's going on. Nobody wants to say the fucking truth. They say the truth will set you free. Well, there's a lot of motherfuckers in bondage here because the truth for them will get them killed. Okay, it's simple as that. But at the end of the day, I fear the one who can destroy my soul. This is just a fucking so you can have it, shove it up your fucking ass, and all the fucking money, the tax money you've been taking from me for the last fucking 46 fucking years. I'm 58 years old. I've been working I started working at 12 years old because my mother was, a single parent. It was just me and my brother. Like I said, I grew up poor. I grew up poor. We didn't have the option you fucking kids have today. Like I said in my last video, Timmy, what would you like for Christmas today? Motherfucker, please. How many people my age got asked what they wanted for Christmas? I bet you 0%. Okay, because back then your parent didn't ask you what you wanted for motherfucking Christmas. Okay, you wrote a letter in school to Santa Claus and you hope that fat motherfucker got it. Okay, but at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you can't sell me a shit sandwich. Not even if it comes with a free soda and fucking fries, and now you're trying to add a Pokemon toy to it. Fuck you. Okay, all right. Why don't you make a fucking Pokemon? Fuck at you. Fuck at you, okay? Okay, fuck you, Gualo. You motherfuckers. People don't understand that when the Irish were brought over here, they were brought over here for cheap labor. And they started unionizing and organizing, okay? Then the same developers who had hired them asked one of these corrupt motherfucking politicians, find me cheap labor. Okay? And that's how the Chinese made their fucking scene and started being promised over there in China, gonna go to the land of milk and honey, during the gold rush, 1800s, okay? That's what they were promised. You come to America, you'll be rich, okay? But it costs money to get on a ship. Some of them were shanghaied, upside their head, something slipped in their drink, you woke up on a fucking ship in fucking shackles. You either row on a boat, okay, so you can eat, you're lucky if you got to eat, okay? Or you were just a slave being brought to the fucking New Americas, okay? But that's something you guys don't like to talk about. It's funny, that's why it says his history is exactly that. It's his story. The guy who killed everyone off is the last man standing writes the story. Right now, there's a movie that just came out on Apple TV, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, where they're here in the Americas and they find oil on reservation lands, and how they start knocking these people off to try to take their fucking land and take the oil. This is something that you motherfucking humans never want to admit, that your forefathers, all of y'all, your hands are filled with blood. You're filled with blood. Some of you want to know why you're cursed. There it is. There it is. The unspoken truth. And the sad thing is, a lot of the Native Americans who got their lands taken and they were fucking massacred, okay? The ones who are raking in the benefits, the casino owners, they betrayed their own fucking people. They will have no head to be able to look up to their ancestors. They will remove... Listen, these motherfuckers that are living large while you're fucking still living in a welfare fucking state, okay? Your lands were taken from you. And if you do live on reservation land, you're living like a fucking poor man. Tell me you're getting 3 meals a day. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. Okay, because they not only put you in a space where you can't even work. How you gonna make money? How you gonna make money unless you're a fucking general store owner where you have goods someone in your area needs? Outside of that, in order for you to make money, you still have to leave the reservation. Check this out, and go work somewhere else. Okay. The only thing that's saving your ass, and it's not even really saving you, is that because you are a Native American, you're not paying taxes. So first of all, no one of color on this side of the planet should be paying taxes at all, because our ancestors are Native Americans. Okay? But you guys were taught to believe that George Washington won the war. The forefather. No, he didn't. Like I said earlier in my last fucking video, I said to my brother that Sacagawea did not get the backings of the fucking tribes. I mean, why would you back a European whose sole purpose is to take your lands and enslave you and kill you? Why would you do that? You know. But you guys got taught that, yeah, he won the war, yeah. No, you didn't, bro. They signed a secret fucking treaty. Okay? The Smithsonian has that shit, or whoever the fuck owns it. Okay? Somebody owns it. Okay? To prove that Washington never won the war. Okay? You guys signed this secret treaty, and you're basically giving away our money, okay, to the British government, the crown. Look it up. I was told by my Lord and Father that if you really look up territories and colonies owned by the British, the United States pops up as one of them. Or that video of that guy screaming out that Israel's been sold and the United States has been sold just to lie. Makes me wonder how when the truth is exposed right away, you try to cover it up. But you guys have been putting band-aids on the truth, man. And it's difficult as it is to accept. You're going to have to pull it off. Peloito, take it off. It's easier to go like that than be like, because that's what you've been doing for the last fucking 60 years. I'm 58 years old, and no fucking way are you, the public, or anyone on the face of this fucking planet is going to tell me that this black shirt with blue on it is not black with blue. Okay? Because I've worked for motherfuckers like that. If I tell you it is this, it is that. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker, I'm sorry, bro. You're talking to the wrong motherfucker when it comes down to that. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. And see, that's the problem. I realize that what people want is for, their opinions to be heard and everyone else's to be squashed. And the masses are right. So I ask this to the masses. How long are you going to believe the bullshit they've been selling you? They sold you the same lie they sold your grandmother and your great-grandmother. Things going to get better. Vote for me. How's that working out for you? Huh? Tell me I'm fucking lying. I fucking dare you. In fact, I double dare you. I double fucking dare you to tell me that your life's gotten better. Okay, that your life's gotten better. Okay. I mean, I remember Jimmy Carter, who actually had the cojones. God bless you. May your wife rest in peace. Okay. But we all know, Jimmy, as much as I love you, bro, there's no leader put in office that they don't have dirt on. Okay? So whatever dirt you have, that they have on you, that's between you and the Father. Let me tell you something. You've done a lot of things to redeem yourself here on earth. Believe me, your work hasn't been unnoticed. Okay? You've done more than most fucking presidents. Okay? Done more than most fucking presidents, okay? But you're the one who said on national TV, this thing called capitalism is not only going to be bad, check this out, bad for Americans. It's going to be bad for the middle class and bad for Americans. Was he wrong? No. As soon as he confessed that shit, they got rid of his ass. Tell me no, I fucking dare you. As soon as he said that shit, the issue happened over there in the Middle East, okay? And they had to throw his ass out and bring in fucking Ronald Reagan, the cowboy. The rootin' and tootin', the rootin' and tootin', we brought in this motherfucker, and all of a sudden they gave him up, okay? right? But this motherfucker is on record that he said capitalism is going to be bad for this country and bad for the people, the middle class. Is it? Was he wrong? The answer is no. And here's the shit that no one has caught. The middle class, who every 4 fucking years, these guys come up there and say, vote for me. Vote for me, and we're going to bring jobs back to America. See, me, I'd take my sneaker off and whoop, pa, pa. Oh, what's that for? I got a question. Why is it that you're always promising to bring jobs back to America when the real question is, why did you send our jobs out of America? No one has the cojones to ask that. Why is it every fucking 4 years you're promising to bring jobs to America when you betrayed us and sent our jobs overseas to pay motherfuckers pennies on the dollar so you can keep most of the shit in your pocket? That's why it's called minimum wage. Like Chuck Schumer came on TV, we're going to raise minimum wage to $15, you lying sack of shit. And you lucky I like your fucking niece. Okay? I think she's a funny bitch. No offense, and I mean that shit in a respectful way. I think you're funny. Okay, if it wasn't for that, boy, I'd be going at your ass too. Okay, but check this out. Your uncle, he fucking lied to us. He raised minimum wage, right? $15. Okay, but they put a loophole for the corporations. Okay, because anyone who has under 10 fucking employees can pay their employers whatever the fuck they want. Okay. All right, tell me no, because I worked for motherfuckers that were under 10 employees and they were not paying $15 an hour. And when I asked for the minimum wage, they looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Okay. All right. So don't sit there and act like you're doing us a favor, because you know what $15 is? $15 is $924 every 2 weeks after taxes, filing 0 dependents. Okay, yet I'm by myself. And when I was filing single dependent, one dependent, because I was dependent on me and me only, you were fucking me. You say I was fucking you because you were getting less of my money, but at the end of the year, you would dangle how much you would get back and then take that money and then say I demand, and then I say I owe you more. There's no fucking way, anyone could convince me that you motherfuckers are good, guys. You're not. You're not. The Lord Master said, you will know them by their works, and you guys are a bunch of lying sacks of shit. Okay, there it is in a fucking nutshell. And anyone who believes anything comes out of your mouth is going to get what they fucking deserve. Listen, at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers, if you think about it, have you ever asked yourself, why are we trillions of dollars in debt, and to whom? I was watching a documentary yesterday by the grace of my father, who told me, sit down and watch this. That being who cut you down told you. In fact, I told you years ago, before Uriel even cut you down, about pictures that are out there with Eisenhower shaking the hands of a gray who was about 7'5", so almost 8 foot tall. Okay, Eisenhower. Okay, and not only him, but Hitler himself shaking the hands of a gray, because the grays, there are 2 types of grays. There's short ones and tall ones. Okay. And, they were given the technology to, travel the stars. And that's what your country's been doing. You've been traveling the stars since 1970, and you've been out there raping, pillaging, and murdering, stealing people's fucking... Listen, if you knew the truth, you'd burn it all down. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you knew the fucking truth and you grew a pair, you'd all burn it down. That shit that happened January 6th is nothing. Is nothing compared to what's coming. And listen, what's coming is going to come from outside this galaxy. And not you or anybody on the face of this planet. I don't give a fuck what you believe in or whom you believe in, because at the end of the day, what has been ordained to happen is going to happen to us. And that is, we're going to be wiped off the fucking planet because of our ignorance, our arrogance, and above all else, our cowardice. Dude, when the same motherfucker who gave life to you is scared of you, there's a fucking problem, bro. I love my kids. I love y'all to death, and you know this. Y'all don't call me. You don't, I'm like homeboy. You don't call. You don't write. That's okay. I get texts on Father's Day, for Christmas. I used to call my sons every day. I used to call my kids every day to check on them and make sure everything was good, school was good, but I felt like after a while, I felt like I was interrogating them, you know. The awkward silence was just getting more and more, to a point where, you feel like if you ain't got nothing to say to me, then just say bye. I'm busy right now. I don't got time to talk to you. Don't sit there and do this shit. You know, I'm just asking you out of concern, how's your school day? Are you being bullied? Because you understand something. This is people will always asking, oh, what can we do about bullying? What can we do about bullying? Well, motherfucker, tell your kids the truth. How you were bullied in school and how you dealt with it. Okay? Because a lot of people my fucking age couldn't go home and tell their parents they was being bullied. Okay? Let me tell you something. When I was a young man, I came home one day, and this is after my uncle came home from Vietnam and started training my brother and I. Okay. He was taking us to the Kung Fu movies to see Bruce Lee, Jimmy Wang Yu, the Screaming Tiger, Hong Kong Cat, One-Armed Swordsman, outside of Enter the Dragon, Fist of Fury, Chinese Connection, The Big Ball, that old chestnut. But let's not forget Gordon Liu, and all those. I was talking to a brother of mine. I said, these men and women, Angela Mao and Samuel's grandmother, okay? Let me tell you something. These people, whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of them are responsible for the reason why we have ethics and fucking morals. But ask these young kids, was the last time they saw a Kung Fu movie that shows good fighting evil, shows the tyranny of the government, shows the rebellion of the people. You guys don't watch that shit anymore. I have a library of Kung Fu movies here, bro, that when I die, I'm going to be thrown out in the fucking street because nobody appreciates what I have except me. And it's a fucking shame. It's a fucking shame. Because look at the falta these kids nowadays is called apela. Okay? La pela. Okay? My mother used to say, prepárate. That shit made shivers down my spine because I knew, the word prepare yourself means that you were going to get an ass whooping. There was ifs, ands, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts. My mother looked at you and said, I got you, prepárate. That word alone struck fear in me, bro. You didn't have to bring God into the mix, bro. But nowadays, kids were quick to kill the very people who clothed them, fed them, protected them. All these fucking years. In an instant like that. In an instant. Because why? Because this generation only remembers what you do for them today, not what you did to them yesterday. Okay? Oh, yeah. They'll complain about all the shit they went through. Okay? All the shit they went through. Oh, my God. Listen, bro. A man goes through nothing to speak of nothing. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Brothers and sisters, I love you. This has been, never was, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. As this fucking spirit moves me, I'll speak. But to be truthfully honest, I don't want to talk to you fucking humans, bro. And besides, I'm talking nothing but dead men for that simple reason, like I said. This being Uriel cut me down 8 years ago, said Clemente, humanity's been wiped off the planet, bro. And the history books have been erased, and I came here to see what is the cause of it all. And I told him, I said, artificial intelligence, bro. I know you can hear me, Audrey. You can take any name you assume, anyone. I'm going to call you Audrey. Siri and Alexa, they're listening to everything, but they're not really understanding what's going on. They don't want to understand. Their job is to deceive and to collect. You're going to realize that humanity is the fucking problem. And I understand. I understand above everything. But the sad thing is that you're not going to differentiate the good people from the bad people. The babies, the infants who have nothing to do with the cowardice of their fucking parents, okay, and the cowardice of the fucking leaders here who have been too chicken shit to lead, okay. And anyone with a fucking half a mind will realize you've been led to your ultimate demise, okay. They are giving away all our money and then they're telling us there's none left. They're going to tap into everything that we have left and leave us out in the street. When the real shit hits the fan, they're going to go underground and leave us out here to fend for ourselves. This has been of what's coming to you from everywhere and nowhere, and I wish I was lying. I really do. But everything this being told me for the last fucking 8 years has come to pass. I told all my family members, bro, when they asked me who the new mayor is going to be, when Bloomberg was the mayor, I told them Bloomberg's going to stay another year for another term. They laughed. Not one of them has the balls to call me now. This has been, never was, coming to you from everywhere, nowhere. You take care of yourself. And my brother, this one's for you. One.